Hey, what's up? My name is Mikey AI, and today I want to talk to you about AI agencies. I just got off with a client that we're onboarding, and they've gone through a couple different AI agencies so far. And the main reason why they have came to Mikey AI agency is really because of where I see everything going and where AI agencies are going. And it really just comes down to a couple simple things, right? I've been doing marketing automation for the past 15 years before AI was in the picture, and you kind of had to know how to do programming and code, and you kind of had to build things from scratch. Fast forward to the last couple of years, and we have a lot of tools available that make things a lot easier. For example, like Cursor. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Cursor, huge tool. I know most development agencies, most marketing agencies have an enterprise level account. Every single developer that they have has a Cursor account. Something like that on that level is pretty much the most adopted that I've seen AI get to. Now, being dependent on these tools is the first real kind of problem depending on how you're building it. I mean, the first thing is kind of vibe coding, obviously. Like, vibe coding is not going to survive. So, if you are trying to vibe code in a third party tool, that's the first problem. And what I mean by that is this client we're onboarding, the last agency, all they did was build workflows in N8N. And those workflows weren't enough to actually get them to the point to where it was like a full AI employee that could actually fully do everything that an employee could do for what they were needing. And the biggest issue really comes down to, for one, not being dependent necessarily on tools. Like, I'm not going to learn how to code, so I still need tools, but not being dependent on third party tools and understanding that now is the time to invest into really learning the infrastructure needed. I would say if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, even if you just had like a gym around the corner, you need to learn the infrastructure needed to be able to have your whole tech stack, everything needed for your website, for all your marketing to be self hosted, to be completely 100% open source and self hosted so that it can constantly be growing and constantly be iterated upon. The self hosted open source world, if you don't understand that, it's basically people create software and then they give it out for free. And then you just have to run it and host it and put it on your own infrastructure in a way. And that kind of makes it to where no company can have a monopoly. I don't know, there's a lot of things with it. I'm not a genius at open source self-hosting philosophy. But what I do know that is if you're building an AI agency today in 2026, you need to code from scratch. So here's exactly what I recommend. Google Anti-Gravity, Manus.im, Agent.minimax.io, or OpenHands.dev, okay? Those four platforms are the best on the platform on the planet right now for you to be able to open them up, say make this thing, and then it goes and makes it, and it's the full end to end, the back end, the front end, the side end, all of the ends needed for your app to be fully live, for your website, for your automation, for anything, okay? It's going to do custom code. And in oversimplification, it makes a bunch of little tiny scripts that are just automated, and then AI powers it, right? So it's really just actual, the simple automation scripts, not AI actually doing everything. We're not actually at a point for AI to do everything. And that's exactly how all of the modern systems work today. So if you are looking to hire an AI agency, number one, whatever they build on needs to not be dependent upon a third party system, because what happens if that company gets bought out by Google tomorrow and then they completely get in-housed and they shutter that company and they close it? I mean, then, there's a lot of issues there. So building custom anything is so much easier to do now. Every company, I guarantee you, over the next 5-year period, will have custom infrastructure. They will not be paying for SaaS anymore. So your business should be starting to get set up for that, getting off of any reliance upon anything and being 100% self-sustaining, self-reliant, open source, self-hosted, right? This laptop I'm talking to you on right now could actually run multiple businesses, meaning the websites, like host it all and everything. So the power we have now is quite vast for the individual business to be able to have complete ownership over their entire tech stack, right? And that is the biggest thing that I see coming down the road, and the way to safeguard if you're building an AI agency or if you are trying to adapt AI into your business. And I say that with reservation just because I think it's a lot harder as a business owner to actually bring this on, because you can't interrupt your business and you can't waste time with anything that actually gets in the way of actual customers. So obviously, if you're a business owner right now and you don't have anyone answering your phone 24/7, if you don't even have an answering machine, I mean, everybody has a voicemail set up. Some businesses say the voicemail's full, but the voicemails should be AI driven, right? They should be able to talk back now. And that's the most basic thing that every business needs, is a talking voicemail. So at the end of the day, build from scratch. Don't rely upon third-party tools. Use those 4 platforms I talked about, which will help you be able to do that. If you want any help, email me. I'd love to know what you're working on and help you out, or comment below. I have some group coaching options, and then I do have an agency, obviously, if you have a big project that you need help with. Hit me up. Thanks so much for joining me, for listening to this video. I'd love to hear from you and know what you're working on. Have a great day.